This inquiry we're going to do is around being ourselves and doing some exploring into what that would even be. Be yourself. It relates to our identity, how we see ourselves. And there's certainly a lot of issues around safety and trauma. Many of us received the message when we were younger that we weren't okay as we are, that we needed to manage other people's experience with us in order to be safe. That when we showed up authentically, often we were not met in that. The beliefs are based on the experiences that we've had in our whole lives. So if we've had an experience of feeling unworthy, then we've probably developed a belief that we're unworthy. And as we work with tools like the Living Inquiries, we can update that and see, is that actually true? We look at the words, the pictures, feel the sensations in the body. And that work is necessary to free ourselves from some of those core beliefs that are affecting us so much in the background. And we'll also look directly at the question of what would open up for me if I was to be able to let go of the managing of the environment, the vigilance around who's there, what do they think. If I was able to know myself on such a deep level that I wasn't so affected anymore by other people's ideas about me, judgments about me. So as we get started, we tune into the body, we bring our attention in from other times and other places. Just for a moment, bring your attention in and notice what you feel like from head to toes in your body. Notice your breath. Relax your forehead and eyes, eyebrows, eyelids, deep muscles of the eyes. Notice your jaw and your mouth, your vocal cords, and the neck and the shoulders, down into the arms, into the back. Let your shoulders settle away from your ears if there's tightness there. And notice if there's any contraction or tightness along the back of your body that feels like you're kind of bracing yourself or it's a protective energy. And if that's the case, see if you could allow that to soften. If it's not needed right now, we could give that a rest. And notice the front of your body as well, your chest, your stomach, how the body moves with the breath. Arms and legs so that you're aware of your whole body from head to toes. As we're doing the practice, as much as possible, doing it from awareness or from the witness, noticing that we're doing a mindfulness practice. We're looking at words, we're looking at images, memories, energy in the body. We're attending to our experience as well as having the experience. And if things are coming up that are quite intense, there's no gold star for slogging through it. We could take the pressure off a bit. We could open our eyes, put a picture on the wall across from us. There's all kinds of ways that we could do this in a kind and gentle, as well as a deep way. So let's start with these words. Be yourself. You might see them in your mind's eye as though they're written out. Notice the font, color, the shape. These are letters that are made up of straight shapes, curvy shapes. There's space between the letters, space within the letters sometimes. The letter O has space. And we also hear words in our mind or in through your ears. Be yourself. And we don't need to think about what we're looking at. We're just looking at those words or hearing them and then noticing what the response is to them. The response might be in thought. There might be a rebuttal. Well, yeah, that's okay to say, but it's not actually going to happen. There might be images or little video clips coming in. Let's take some time and look and see what comes up. If there's a bunch of things coming up, you could put them all on like a poster board, make a collage, or you could look at them one by one. Be yourself. What would be different if you were in a situation and you were just being yourself? What would that be like? What would be different? What would be missing? What would be added, maybe? You could either put a frame around the picture and take your eyes around the space on the outside of it, clockwise a few times, counterclockwise a few times, and you could do that with eyes open or closed. You could be paying attention to the picture and then doing the tapping. As you tap between the eyebrows, transfer your attention to the sound and the sensation of the tapping. Once you've tapped a half a dozen or a dozen times, then bring your attention back to the picture. Be yourself. Noticing the energy in the body as well. What energy is coming and going as you're looking at different thoughts, images, words? Where do you feel that in your body? Is there a response to it in your body? With energy in the body, we can notice the location and the qualities of the sensation. We could also put our attention right into the center of the sensation. And then sit quietly there, noticing what that sensation might trigger in terms of associations. thoughts. What's going on in that sensation? Staying in touch with your breath and your body. And then over the next minute or so, let go of the inquiry and focus in on your body and your breath. Take some deeper breaths if you've been breathing more shallow. Let the thoughts move to the background a bit. And then bring to mind a time when you feel completely safe. It could be when you're with an animal, with a person, group of people, out in nature, on your own. Bring to mind a time or times when you felt completely comfortable being yourself. You're relaxed, open. Notice how it feels in your body and your breath. It might be easy to find sometimes like that to focus on. It might be quite difficult. See what comes up. If you're able to find a memory or a time, really focus in on it. Notice the visual part of it, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're feeling, smelling. Use all of your senses to put yourself there. And completely at home with yourself. And then let that move a bit to the side and bring forward a time when you don't feel so comfortable being yourself. Maybe it's a person who often judges you or is critical of you. And notice the difference, what's going on in your mind, your body, your breath. Notice what comes to mind. What would happen if you were to be yourself in that situation with those people? If you're working with images, either still pictures or video clips, work with them the way we do with images. Notice the space around them, put them in a frame, do the tapping. Notice the energy in your body, tuning into that as well, letting your breath be relaxed, maintaining that perspective of the observer. I can't be myself because you could put all of the evidence for that on a board or something, look at it like a collage, or just look at one thought at a time. Are there reasons that come to mind why it's not safe to be yourself? Why it's not a good idea? I feel safe being myself. Look at whatever words or situations that have an interest for you right now. What's drawing your attention? And then over the next minute or so, let the inquiry move to the background. Focus again on your body and your breath. And see if there's an interest in working with this out in your regular life. To monitor, have some mindfulness practice around the situation. When you feel relaxed and able to be yourself, when you don't, what's going on? Perhaps doing a practice of just reminding yourself, be yourself, and seeing what happens. See what opens up when we do that. And then when you're ready, open your eyes.